suicide dive kicks this one off Sterling Richards. GPA looking to regain the Freelance Underground Heavyweight Championship after losing it last time at Baderbrawl 2 against Craig Mitchell and Rough Crossing in a three-way match, but this time it's one-on-one for GPA.
Can you imagine? It's been so long since that geek GPA has won since he's held multiple championships, and just last month he lost the last championship that he had, and that's the Freelance Underground Championship.
Well, GPA hard into the barricade goes Craig Mitchell. GPA, this is very uncharacteristic of him. I think he may have snapped a little bit, it's been so long for GPA where he didn't hold any championships, and now just within these last 30 days he finds himself 0 championships.
I think all he's doing, Jimmy, is pissing off Craig Mitchell. He's seriously stirring the pot. This side of GPA is not going to get him anywhere. If anything, it's going to get him an ass beating by Craig Mitchell.
Well, GPA heading up top. Craig Mitchell has a little bit of time to relax here, but from the top, yeah, he caught him. He caught him with the microphone. Caught him right.
Go ahead, Jack, make sure you're good. Hey, that didn't mean shit, man. You didn't stop. You didn't get nothing. You want to go? Ring the bell then.
Craig Mitchell telling GPA he starts the match on his own time.
And Craig Mitchell, he caught GPA right in the solar plexus with that microphone, but Craig Mitchell was right. The match hadn't started yet. There's no disqualification in effect if the match hasn't started.
Craig now teaching GPA a lesson here, clobbering blows across the back of GPA.
Now Craig Mitchell, he loves it that he has something that GPA wants so bad. As he's got GPA just choking him in the corner, bending the rules, making referee Coin Jones do his job, and he caught him once again. I think Craig Mitchell's going to stay on that midsection, stay right above where the breastplate ends, continue to knock the wind out of GPA in this one, and that was a beautiful pump bicycle kick, and he caught him where? Right below that breastplate.
Taking the air out of GPA, you just mentioned it. Not only is having the title make Craig Mitchell the best in Freelance Underground, but also knowing that GPA wants it makes it that much sweeter, Jimmy, and that's exactly why Craig Mitchell is just taking it to GPA in this contest.
Drives that forearm right across the chin, but GPA's got to fight right back, but GPA, he doesn't want to keep this match a brawl. Craig Mitchell will win in a brawl between these two.
The strikes of Craig Mitchell, something to fear from if I were GPA, as Craig sends GPA to the outside.
GPA trying to get to the top, maybe overzealous, as Craig Mitchell gives him just a little nudge and drops him once again, solar plexus first, across that top rope. If the GPA, he knows more than anybody, man can't breathe, man can't fight.
Right. Craig Mitchell with GPA up in the top rope.
Beautiful superplex by Craig Mitchell. High impact move, going for the pin. Two count only.
Now, Jimmy, with that cover, I don't know what he was thinking there. He should have hooked the leg, give him extra leverage across the chest that you mentioned has been damaged quite a bit here. Oh, absolutely perfect. Craig Mitchell just walking across GPA's midsection.
On that pinfall, it looked like Craig Mitchell was driving his elbows into the solar plexus, so he had that going for him. But I agree, would have been served to hook a leg, as GPA counters with a beautiful DDT, possibly avoiding a side slam at GPA. This will afford him some breathing room, as GPA's got to get to his feet, and he may need to desperately hit a high impact move.
You know, you said breathing room, and that's something he definitely needs to do, but he's going to have a hard time doing. Craig Mitchell walking across his solar plexus that he already softened up at the beginning of the match when taking the mic away from me and hitting him in the midsection.
GPA with those flying forearms on Craig Mitchell. The weight. Craig Mitchell, he's got that low center of gravity. He's such a unique athlete, built like a wrestler's wrestler.
Geek PA, as I call him, is going to have to hit the gym a little bit more if he's going to want to pick up the man with the size that is Craig Mitchell.
Well, Craig Mitchell, like I've mentioned this earlier in the show, but Craig Mitchell too, just a master of leverage, knows how to use his weight to his best advantage, and I wonder if anybody would be able to pick up Craig Mitchell the way he knows where to center his weight. Oh, caught him. GPA looking for a springboard, possibly a wrist lock throw.
New champ.
And Craig Mitchell could not get the 3 count. Caught him with that over-the-shoulder DDT when GPA came off the ropes with that springboard, but it was not enough to keep the former champ down, and that is so strange to call GPA the former champ.
It's insane. I totally understand that. But what has GPA done to earn another shot at the championship here tonight? He didn't earn it. Craig Mitchell had to go against 5 other competitors to get his opportunity at the Freelance Underground Championship. And mind you, he won that match and then went on to beat GPA just last month.
Now, Sterling Richards, you don't think that GPA did... Oh, look at that! Beautiful lariat turns turns Craig Mitchell inside out, but Sterling Richards, you don't think that GPA, as long as he's held this Underground Championship, you don't think he deserves an immediate rematch against Craig Mitchell?
Absolutely not. Everything here in Freelance Underground is earned. You see, earlier tonight, multiple individuals vying for an opportunity at the Freelance Underground Tag Championship. What makes you think that this GED earning GPA is entitled to a rematch for his Freelance Underground Championship?
Well, top brass here at Freelance Underground, I think they see it my way, that he definitely deserved an immediate, looking for the straight A, deserved an immediate rematch against Craig Mitchell. And here we go, he caught him high with that
elbow. Nice strike from Craig.
Caught him high, and now he's looking for his feet. GPA back down. The athleticism. Oh! But GPA caught him with that neck breaker. Man, to see Craig Mitchell tumble like that, it's just his front rolls. I know it was GPA who hit the move, looking for the crucifix backslide. 2 count only, and right into a rear naked choke. But GPA needs to watch out for his back. I could see Craig Mitchell using all his weight. Put it back down on the shoulders of GPA to get the 3 count here.
You talked about Craig Mitchell and how he's able to evoke his size and leverage against his opponent. It would not surprise me, but this is a bad position for Craig Mitchell to be in right now. The life and the air being sucked out of him. Smart for once, GPA thinking here that he can go ahead and take the energy out of Craig Mitchell.
Looking crucifix backslide again. Oh man, that was closer than the one before.
Real
for sure.
Close.
GPA, Sterling Richards, you called it firsthand here. The sleeper hold, the rear naked choke, cutting off the blood flow to the brain through the carotid artery. But Craig Mitchell up, driving GPA into the turnbuckle. GPA holding on, tenacious like a bulldog. That was enough. Just toss him over like a sack of potatoes.
Ragdolls him, Jimmy. This is exactly why Craig Mitchell is the new force in professional wrestling. He forces his opponents across the ring, forces them to the outside. Oh, wait a second.
He was looking for that standing moonsault that earned him the championship last time, but GPA tripped him up, saw it coming, right back into the rear naked choke. And Craig Mitchell's got to get out of this. The harder he fights, the more effective it is, you know.
The more air being sucked out of Craig Mitchell. Wait, I think
he made it to the ropes. Craig Mitchell not totally vertically gifted, but still has the ring awareness to get to where he needs to be at any point in the match, and he showed it right there, desperately getting out of the rear naked choke by GPA. GPA favoring his elbow. He might have, you think he was squeezing too long, too hard? Maybe pulled something?
Quite possibly. Again, lending itself to the fact that GPA is not smart and up.
Tried for the straight A, got slapped.
Right,
you were saying about, Sterling, you were saying about GPA not being smart. That still boggles my mind that you would say such a thing.
GED. He should have known better going for a maneuver like that on Craig Mitchell. It's going to take a lot more than that to pull off a straight A on the new force in professional wrestling. That is Craig Mitchell.
Mitchell sends him in. We got a waistlock. Go behind. Here we go. He caught him.
Cram session by GPA. Wait a second.
Oh, he didn't get that third one. Unbelievable. Does he just have an iron jaw? Craig Mitchell. Resilient.
Steal there from Craig Mitchell.
Driving in the forearms. That rocked him a little bit. I can't believe the cram session appeared to have little to no effect.
Well scouted by the smarter Craig Mitchell.
GPA he might be wearing himself out. Craig Mitchell possibly rope-a-doping his challenger here this evening. GPA, here he comes. Oh, he got caught. Knee right to the chin. He might be looking for the trapper keeper. If he hits this, it's over. Oh, he flattened him with it. That's it.
Beautiful package pile driver by Craig.
Trapper keeper, 2 count only. That just shows you, Sterling Richards, how important winning the championship right back it is for GPA.
You're right, Jimmy D. Craig Mitchell obviously knew a lot on the line. He busts out the trapper keeper. He thought he had the 1, 2, 3. Had the pin locked in tight on GPA. It may have took everything out of GPA to power through that one.
You got to question if Craig Mitchell were to go for a second lateral press and just put his weight down on him, maybe that would have been enough.
You know, GPA went through hell nearly a year ago to take this title from Mojo McQueen. So there's definitely no quit in GPA. Look at him.
And just firing up, got the spit off. But I think all it did was make Craig Mitchell that much madder. Buckle bomb in the corner. GPA on his way out. If he hits another trapper keeper, it's done. It's up.
Oh,
they got it.
Beautiful.
2 trapper keepers in this match. And just like last time, the unnecessary standing moonsault.
Unnecessary, the pin it.
That's unnecessary. Sterling, this is a mistake.
Just to teach that geek a lesson. Cover.
He got him. 2 moonsaults, 2 unnecessary moonsaults. He had him with that trapper keeper. But Sterling Richards, you've got to be feeling great. Your boy, still Freelance Underground Heavyweight Champion.
Back to the books for GPA.
Makes me just want to have it even more.